Nicolas freaking Cage. The man is a legend. I mean, how do you become a walking meme and then try to out-meme yourself? Those who get it, and those who don't should really re-examine their lives.
I've been taking these Huggies and whatever cash you got.
The guy is a joy to watch, whether it's a serious role, comedy, action, or something else altogether. You know he's gonna bring something special to the screen. And why?
You're Nick Cage!
So when I heard he was going to play Dracula in the horror comedy Renfield, I was in. Sign me up, I'm in the theater, I'm there.
I'm a vampire. I can prove it. You got a gun.
That's all I need to know. But what's the movie about? Well, Nicholas Hoult and his big sad eyes stars as the titular Renfield, the classic character who acts as Dracula's familiar, or slave. He spent the last 100 years or so cleaning up the Dark Lord's messes and bringing him victims. But lately, the narcissistic abuse of his master has become too much, and he decides to go it on his own, only to find that getting out from under the Count's claws isn't so easy. The movie is basically an excuse to have blood and guts comedic fun and let Nick Cage try to out-cage himself, which is perfectly fine by me. You don't go into a movie like this expecting Shakespeare, and the script reflects the tongue-in-cheek intentions. What was surprising to me was that even though you know from the trailers what you're getting, there was a lot of effort to set up rules, motivations, and cause and effect in the movie. There's more attention to setup and payoff in this movie than other films and shows that take themselves seriously. Something that happens in the first scene sets up a payoff near the end. Lines of dialogue come full circle later on, and so forth. I never thought I'd say this, but when a movie about a guy getting superpowers from eating bugs and Nick Cage playing Dracula has a better understanding of basic script structure than the latest Lord of the Rings series, we might want to take a step back and ask how the heck we got here. There are moments where the plot convenience fairy takes a crap on the screen, but you tend to forget about them when the next action scene starts. Unfortunately, someone in the writing room must have thought we needed more gravitas to the plot, because rather than just have Renfield have a bit of self-realization and try to escape his master, thus leading to wacky bloody hijinks, about half the movie is literal codependency therapy sessions and self-affirmations. This idea that the servant of a mass-murdering lord of evil would come to his senses in group therapy could have been kind of funny, and at first it is. But I guess they were afraid of offending people with those issues in real life, because as the film goes on, it feels more and more like the writer working through their own issues and forgetting we're supposed to be having a laugh. But what we're really here for is the characters and the gory action, right? Well, the casting for this movie doesn't deliver any surprises, and everyone pretty much plays to type. Nicholas Hoult is sweet and doe-eyed as Renfield, Ben Schwartz basically plays a coked-up Jean Ralphio, and Awkwafina plays slightly less annoying than usual Awkwafina. They could play these roles in their sleep, but everybody's really bringing it and looks like they're having a blast. But the guy we're really here for is Nick frickin' Cage. And man, does he deliver. I'm not sure what the director said to Cage, but I'm guessing it was pretty much, be the best Nick Cage you can be, and then let the man run wild. Every single scene, he brings something fresh to the character, whether he's playful, terrifying, abusive, or just plain pants-on-head crazy. When he's on screen, you don't care about anything else. He's subtle and nuanced one second, and then giggling to himself with sadistic joy the next. And his final scene in the movie is like if Castor Troy and Nikki from Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent got coked up and joined Black Sabbath. It was pretty freaking awesome. The action set pieces are a lot of fun, and at least someone out there still knows how to shoot action so you can tell what's going on. There's some really creatively gory moments, even if the effects aren't the best. I mean, come on, where else are you gonna get a movie where a guy gets his arms ripped off and beaten with the soggy end? Well, other than maybe Deadly Prey. And okay, maybe that doesn't sound so fun to some, but trust me, it's done really well and it's funnier than half the jokes. But there are moments where the gore goes a little too far, like the scene where someone gets kicked so hard their insides explode out through every orifice, bowels and all. And while I know the action in this movie is highly improbable, and that's the point, my suspension of disbelief stops with Awkwafina being a sharpshooting Navy SEAL super agent ninja beating up 3 guys twice her size, backflipping around the room and shooting around corners. Meanwhile, the bad guys make stormtroopers look like crack shots. There are several moments where they unload hundreds of bullets at our heroes and never even graze them. But even with the problems, if you want a goofy, violent movie with more Nick Cage crazy than you can shake a stick at, this is the film you're looking for. But what did you guys think of Renfield? Is it sloppy, silly fun, or should it get a stake to the old heart? Let me know below, and if you want more reviews and rambles, please like, subscribe, and until next time, happy viewing!
Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious, oh, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
John Ralphio?
Gone to take his son. Go,